Gather around. It's time for the show to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Hey everyone, my name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Rhiyo.
All right, there were so many matches this year that were just too much.
So this won't be a shocker because we've had a handful of really awesome matches that we just can't stop talking about.
How many times have these guys fought? Like it's been quite a bit.
I've been saying this all year. They're just so great to watch. We saw the heel turn coming, and then when it happened, nice and bloody, both dramatic and beautiful.
You are now entering the ring with Shoots and Ladders podcast. Here are your hosts, Desiree and Jason.
Shoots and Ladders, Saturday night's main event predictions. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Rhiyo.
All right, Saturday night's main event is going back to Montreal, and history tells us that the crowd will bring it. This card is short, but it's loaded with purpose, no filler, all stakes. Des, what are your initial thoughts?
This should be fun. I don't hate the card at all. I am a big fan of everyone that's on here. My only thing is that it's just a week before Royal Rumble, so can't do too much because it's going to lead to something bigger. So I wish they kind of didn't put this in January's schedule, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll work with it.
1,000,000%. It should not have been a week before Rumble. They definitely screwed that up. They really need to pump the brakes. Again, there's different ways to kind of do this, but you know what? It is what it is, and we're just going to run through it.
Yep.
All right. First, we're going to go through the Tag Team Championship from the women's. It's Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez. Rhyo and Io might be the most dangerous combo in the division right now. Liv brings unpredictability, and Roxanne continues to look like the future. Des, what's your thoughts and what's your grade on this match?
I like this. I love all four. I know it's going to be a really good match. However, I go back and forth with who is actually going to win.
Same here, though, because there's so many different ways they can go.
Yeah, so they can either have Rhea and Io carried on for another few weeks, maybe a month or two, just to maybe rebuild the tag team division for the women, because there's not an actual tag team. So it's kind of weird. They're in this weird place right now. And then, it would be really nice to see Liv and Roxanne get it, especially to see them two work together. And so this is really up in the air. I'm going back and forth. It's really depending on their end goal of what they want to do with these titles. I'm guessing Rhea and Io will retain. I won't be upset either way, but I'll go with Rhea and Io just because I favor them more, and I'm going to give it like an A-. I think it'll be a good match.
I think it'll be an excellent match. I think an A, actually. I think Rhea and Io will retain, but at the same time, if they split them up, maybe they'll have them fight at Mania, which would be a lot of fun. And, I just a thought that just kind of occurred. What if they do an 8-woman tag team match at Mania with just like a bunch of big stars to kind of bring credibility to the division? They may do that. I don't know. There's a lot of there's a lot of different ways they can go, but this is actually kind of fun, and the fact that they're having us guessing makes it even more intriguing.
I love that. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, now we have Cody Rhodes versus Jacob Fatu. This one's personal for sure. Cody represents polish, consistency, and leadership. Jacob Fatu represents chaos and raw momentum. Des, give us your thoughts on this match.
Well, I saw this coming just because this is a conversation that we had with our predictions episode for 2026. I feel like this is the year that they're going to push Jacob Fatu. And of course, Jacob was part of the match where Cody lost his title. So there's a lot of heat right there. I feel like Jacob is actually going to win. I kind of hope he does. And I feel like this is only going to fuel Cody's heel turn even more. So hopefully they'll play off of this a little bit more because I want to see more of this with Jacob too. But I feel like this is going to elevate him even more. So I'm going with Mr. Fatu. And I will give it, I'll give it like a B+.
Yeah, same. I think it'll be Fatu, and the main reason why is now that Cody doesn't have the belt, he doesn't need to win. There's no point to it. So you might as well just build Fatu up. I think this will be a fun match. I think it'll be a B plus. But yeah, and also I think I will probably see Cody maybe just turn on spot, and they may switch it. They may make him heel and Fatu face. I mean, there's so many different ways they can go. But yeah, at this point, give him something else.
I like Cody chasing a belt or not holding a title more than I do him holding a title, if that makes any sense for his character.
No, for sure. And look, I've said this previously. I think for the foreseeable future, he'll either be chasing the title or he will have the title. He's going to be in the main event no matter what.
Right.
All right, now we have a fatal four-way. Randy versus Sammy versus Damian versus Trick. The winner gets a title shot. I mean, these are 4 different paths colliding. Orton's a calculated killer. Priest is fighting for momentum. Trick is fighting for respect. And Sammy feeds off the crowd. Dez, give us your thoughts on this match.
Well, I am excited because Randy is in the Fatal 4-Way, hands down. We already know who should win. It should be Randy. Let's just make that very clear. However, it's going to be Sammy. We all know that, even Sammy's Canadian too, and then he wins and goes to Saudi Arabia. All of this is it makes sense. Damian, I think he's just a filler, and they need to redo whatever he's doing right now. And then Trick, I love that he's being involved in this, but that will be a shock if he won. But I do love that he's in this. But it's going to be really down to Randy and Sammy, but we know Sammy, and even you said this is going to be the year of Sammy too. So we'll see. What I think will be kind of fun is if Sammy wins this, loses next week, but then wins the Rumble.
That's actually what I'm hoping for, because I think that would be
he loses against his title with Drew, and then enters into the Rumble, and then wins that. So who knows? But yeah, I feel like it's going to be Sammy, and I think it's going to be a fun match. I think I'm going to enjoy it, so I'll give it like an A.
Yeah, I'll give this an A. At first glance, I was thinking Randy, but just like you said, it's in Montreal. He's Muslim, so him having world title shot in a Muslim country, you know what? He may actually win because of that fact. We don't know. I have a feeling that Trick and Randy are basically going to start an angle because of this. But yeah, there's a lot of different directions they can kind of go with this one. But I think ultimately Sammy's going to win. But yeah, I think this will be a really fun match. I think the crowd's going to explode if Sammy wins in Montreal. And I will give this an A.
Who do you think who Sammy's going to pin? I think it's going to be Damian.
Yeah, I could see him pinning Damian because Damian's just kind of there.
Because I feel like Randy and Trick are going to be off to the side like 2 giants just going at it with each other.
100%. You know what? I have a feeling we had this match down to the T. So we'll talk about that in a recap episode.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. That being said, this is a short card. What are your final thoughts?
Well, I hope it stays short. We have a feeling they're going to add one more for Raw, or during Raw, and that only makes sense. It's a 2-hour show, but I think it's going to be good. I don't hate anything about this. So it's just going to be a good Saturday night, well spent. So I am hopeful, and it'll be an A show.
If I had to guess, I think this will be an A show. If I had to guess, I think it'll be JC Jane versus Jade Cargill as another match that gets added, just because I think Jade Cargill will win. But yeah, they usually round it out with 4 matches. But overall, I definitely think this will be an A match.
Yeah.
All right, that actually wraps up this episode. What are your predictions for Saturday night's main event? Shoot us a DM at the Shoots and Ladders. Like always, please like, share, and subscribe both on YouTube and Spotify. Once again, my name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Josten.
All right, until next time, have a blessed day and a blessed week.
Have a great week. Bye, friends.
This has been Shoots and Ladders. Follow us for more content.